plain, and they smell like sausages.
God, I hope they lose this bitch's luggage.
And I don't even think they ate sausages. That's just their aroma. They were
to have a talk.
Nicole Arbour made a video entitled "Dear Fat People."
Hey guys, come here. You wanna see a really shitty act out?
So Nicole Arbour, you so skinny that you got anorexia, you got bulimia, you don't eat so much, you actually have a disorder. Nicole Arbour is so skinny, when she turns sideways, all you can see is her titties. Because there's nothing else to her. Nicole Arbour is so skinny, she has to hula hoop with a Cheerio. She sees a box of Cheerios, she has it like breakfast. She's like, let me see them hula hoops. I want to do this hula hoop trick. So Nicole Arbour, you got a problem whenever you go into the shower, just to keep yourself from slipping down the drain. Skinny ass motherfucker. Yeah, do you go into the shower, you got to run around just to get wet? You're so skinny, you got to put a belt on whenever you're wearing spandex. So these spandex, they're too loose. I need a belt. You're so skinny, you see out of a peephole. I had the thought in my head, I just didn't. Whenever you look through a peephole, you're looking through both eyes. You're so skinny. You're so skinny, you gross. You look malnourished. You're so skinny, you look like you have problems, okay? You're so skinny and beautiful and wonderful and everything you're everything I ever hoped to be. And I'm just jealous. I'm jealous. I mean, I'm trying to shame you, to gain some weight. I think she's got a point. Nicole Arbour's got a point. There are a lot of fucking fat people in the North American continent where people are starving to death, where even poor folks, we got homeless, there's people that, starve on our streets, but for the most part, most people are well fed, even the poor people. Actually, those are the ones that are so fucking fat, They're stupid. They're feeding their kids Big Macs every day. Oh, big fucking shocker. In your genetics, bullshit. Sometimes it's clinical. Sometimes it's genetic. But if you're shoving Big Macs down your kid's throat, that's bad habits. That's no self-control. That's shitty parenting. That's that almost. You're one of those parents who just want to make your kid happy and just keeps shoving food, Big Macs and greasy, large sandwiches down their throats. That's not, that's child abuse. What you're doing is horrible. What you're doing to your kid is horrible. And they should stop eating, right? She suggested stop eating. Everybody got pissed off. Yeah, because that's what she's actually saying.
We just need to stop eating. Well, you know what? Fat people aren't necessarily fat because they eat a whole lot. In fact, on a regular basis, if I don't eat enough, I will gain weight. Because you know what? When your body thinks you're starving, it holds on to every single thing that you put in. And you know what? It's really none of your business how much I eat.
I saw absolutely no weight loss because what happens when you throw up your food is that your body goes into panic mode and starts hanging onto fat cells even more. Plus I have all these disorders which block me from losing weight anyway.
If you watch my channel, you know that I do not condone that. I do everything in my power to help people lose weight. What you're doing is not helping anyone.
People aren't going to make those kinds of changes if it's something they desire, unless they actually feel good about themselves.
Now that I'm at a more healthy weight, I still have the depression issues and I still have the anxiety issues because although I addressed the weight, I did not address my mental health, which is really hard for me to acknowledge. So for her to say basically the solution is to stop putting food in your mouth is completely uneducated and completely wrong.
You should stop eating.
Stop eating? No. It's, good exercise, good diet, balance. Right, you work and you exercise and you have a balanced diet. That's how you get skinnier. That's how you get, better. That's, I don't really think it's a good plan to shame somebody. It's like, oh man, she's really fat. I'm just going to make fun of her until she's not fat no more. That would be insane. But I don't know. I mean, I think there is something to it. I don't want people to look at me. I'm getting a little chunky, so she's helped me. Nicole Arbour has inspired me. And, she can't really talk. I mean, she's so tiny, she inspires crack whores to go on diets. Anorexic, bulimic crack whores look at her and they say, girl, you are tiny. And Nicole Arbour is so skinny, when you smack her, you'll get a paper cut. That's how tiny she is. You'll get a paper cut when you slap. I mean, every time I've got, dozens of paper cuts. Stupid bitch. She just can't listen, She just doesn't. Nicole Arbour, I mean, she's so just revoltingly skinny. You just add a yeast infection. If Nicole Arbour had a yeast infection, she's a quarter pounder with cheese. That's what a quarter pounder with, with the yeast infection. And she's so skinny, she can dodge raindrops, right? She's like that one movie with that ant, and then it died, and it was, what was that called? Fuck. Now I got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's how small you are. You're like one of them characters on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You tiny. You smaller than a blade of grass. You smaller than a micro machine. You smaller than my dick. I mean, wait, what? Nicole Arbour is so skinny she's got to stand in the same place twice just to cast a shadow. She is so skinny, she looks like a blow pop. She looks like a blow pop with tits. Oh, she is so gorgeous. So, since I defended you, Nicole, you will marry me. You will marry me. Dibs. I call dibs. No, nobody's called dibs. Not like this. You're mine. I called it. That's how it works. You're so skinny you use a Band-Aid for a Tampax. Is that gross? You're so skinny, your bra fits better backwards. Nicole Arbour is so skinny, when she raises her hands up, she just slips right out of her shirt and hangs herself. It's dangerous. She's dangerous. And have you ever seen Webster before all you skinny people start crying? Sometimes being smaller means you can get into smaller areas, and therefore you could save the day because of who you are. So I think Nicole Arbour's actually right. She goes on The View. She defends herself, around all them bitches. So she's like, fuck it, And she says that men do it all the time. She's absolutely right. Rand Paul makes fun of Chris Christie. Young Turks does it all the time. The Nutty Professor, Eddie Murphy. That's all he did. Fat jokes, colon cleansing, fat people farting, right? It was all humorous. Fat people, ha, ha, ha. The whole fucking movie was making fun of fat people. So, if her point is, like, she's been doing Arbour, she was so skinny, her mom actually enjoyed her birth. She actually enjoyed giving birth to her. It's like, wow. Was that it? Man, I wish I had more. It makes me think, actually, about Louis C.K. Louis C.K. was defending Tosh.0 and him doing a rape joke, right? So guys can do rape jokes, right? Nobody can really do any of these jokes. There is the line. Right in that one. Got that from you, Nicole. But there is a line, and actually George Carlin says his point as a comedian is to draw that line and then to deliberately step over it, to do it intentionally. So Tosh.0 does a rape joke, and it was in poor taste, but I don't know. Say what you want with it, but Louis C.K. defended it. Sarah Silverman did like an anti-rape joke just to kind of point out that just because you're talking about the topic, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you're saying that rape is hilarious. Daniel Tosh's joke was there was a heckler, a drunk woman was, shouting the shit in the middle of his set. And he sits there and he says, wouldn't it be hilarious if 4 guys just came and raped her right now? That's pretty intense. That's a fucked up joke. But Louis C.K. had defended it. A lot of these comedians had defended it. Not in saying that, rape is funny, but that you're a comedian. You got to test this, see if this is funny, see what else is funny. So Louis C.K., after all that, blowback had happened, all that, press, he eventually read about it. He read about how rape basically governs a woman's life. She's worried about walking down this alley and that alley, and how it's just a part of everything that she does because of the fear of getting raped. And he says that now that's a part of him. He had learned something because of the whole experience. And so, he couldn't let it go. As a person, Louis C.K. actually became a better person because he was actually saying some of these things. So I would think the same thing with Nicole Arbour. She said all these things, and then there's all these responses. And, the fat people are really pissed, right? The fat people are like, ugh, my mama says I'm big boned. How dare you make fun of me?
Very interested to see what she has to say.
I was just flooded by all of these messages from girls who wanted me to talk about Nicole Arbour.
I get really tired of making videos like this. But it's time for a little more YouTube drama.
Got my Kesha hair today. People can have differences of opinion.
There, Nicole, I absolutely have your back. But that freedom of expression also allows me to respond even if you don't like it.
Is that pink in your hair supposed to make you look like you're in your 30s again?
You don't know if this is hairspray or semen.
Is this fucking hairspray or semen? It's semen.
Yeah, this on the heels of Kesha coming out about her being raped by her manager? Yeah, not okay.
Dear fat people, we are not just fat people.
I am livid right now.
What are you gonna do, fat people? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna chase me? Really? You gonna chase me?
And if there's a disorder, that sucks, but she wasn't talking about the ones with a disorder. But afterwards, Louis C.K., after he had learned that, that rape is such a horrible thing, it's not just, it's not just bad by itself, but it's like a culture. And he's got 2 little girls raised. So he did a stand-up bit about how men are the biggest dangers to women. And this is right after that had happened. So he learned, and now his jokes were reflecting his maturity. He was sitting there saying that men are the biggest danger to women. They're the biggest danger, statistically speaking. Like for men, danger for men is like heart disease or, cancer. But for women, it's men. And then he said something that was like, well, what do you expect? You keep on going out with a bear. It's like, well, I don't know. This one might be the one. I'm going to give this bear a chance. And then he mauls you. The biggest threat to women are men. And that's, that's kind of bullshit. I'm a good man. That's not all fucking men. Fuck you, Louis C.K., sitting there saying that all men are, but, it's a culture that I don't ever have to, men are shitty. There's a lot of fucking shitty men out here. I gotta fucking put up with these assholes too. But I guess if it's constantly over and over again, yeah, that sucks. Nobody wants to be harassed. Nobody wants to be made fun of. This is a YouTube video. Someone had to click on her video, pass it around, and then be like, oh, I'm so offended. I'm offended. Get the fuck out of here. She didn't make it. Arbour didn't make the video and then send it to a fat person and then say, aha, Fatty McGee, you fat fucking fatty McFatstein. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. So she talked about it in very general. She's got a YouTube channel. She's trying to get some attention. I don't know. There's this one guy, he responded to it well. He did a very good job.
And by the way, I like doing random jump cuts for no fucking reason. I'm here, fuck me. Now I'm here, fuck me. I'm fucking upside down. Spider-Man, fuck me. Skinny shaming is not a thing. Skinny people made that shit up. Random jump cut, ha! Everybody look at me, I'm a bitch. Why the fuck is it every time I'm with a skinny person and it's cold, they fucking shake? Ha! Motherfucker, bears have insulation. That's a survival tactic. Maybe you should get some. Every time you're in a cold room, you're wearing a t-shirt and you're shivering and you're wondering why. Random jump cut. Maybe you should wear a sweater. You are so fucking skinny. You are affecting your own health. Whenever you eat a Tic Tac, it looks like you have a Beats by Dre pill in your stomach. You are so fucking skinny that you are the only person on earth that can sag a thong. Skinny people, you look very uncomfortable. How do you fucking walk in a buffet, eat one thing and say, I got my money's worth? That doesn't fucking make sense. When I walk into a buffet, people question whether they're going to make a profit. That's called getting your money's worth. Skinny people, do you want to know why I look so good being fucking round? Am I not in shape? Yes, I am. Round is a shape. Now suck a dick. Isn't it ironic that a fat person's telling a skinny person what to do with their life? Random wink. Skinny people, tell me this. How can you buy jeans and not fill them out. When you buy your pair of pants, it's also like buying disappointment.
Nope, I'm not gonna fill these out. My butt goes inwards.
I'm actually 52. By the way, let's throw in a random racist comment in here. Big sassy black women that are fat as fuck are entertaining because they're fat and black, and I saw them in a Medea movie. Woo! Emotional pain. I didn't grow up having people tell me I'm less of a human being because I'm fucking fat.
And then even this, like, you know, this little chubby, he's cute. He's cute. And
That's discrimination. No, that means you're too fat and you should stop eating.
I can't even, like, speak properly right now. It's so hurtful.
And it seems like, yeah, we all have our struggles that we're going through, and, you know, perhaps none of it has to do with you. Maybe your being overweight has nothing to do with you, and there's some extenuating circumstances preventing you from getting a better lifestyle. Perhaps. I think that's important. You know, poverty, lack of jobs, lack of resources, mental health, bad relationships. There's lots of reasons why it could lead you to find the comfort of Doritos. And so, just like Louis C.K., I watched the response video, and yeah, you know, it's clearly people struggle with it, and people need love and kindness, right? They need encouragement. Go for a walk with them. I would love to talk about people about health and diet and what we eat. But that's, you know, I don't know. That's just maybe not part of our culture. I think when people look at Nicole Arbour, they see a beautiful, perfect little blonde, blue-eyed woman. I mean, what kind of struggles does she have, right? The whole fucking world is made for her. So when it's like someone privileged, it's, you know, you punch up, you don't punch down. So if you're making fun of Chris Christie, he's a powerful politician. Fuck him, right? And not fuck him because he's fat, but fuck him because he's a piece of shit. And also, by the way, you're a fat piece of shit. So I think that's acceptable. If you don't like somebody, fuck them, right? You know, everything's game. Everything's everything's free reign. You know, it's free reign. So essentially, with Nicole Arbour, she's going to be a superstar. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And let her tell her fucking jokes, right? She's like Vanessa Bayer quality, right? Beautiful. I've never seen as gorgeous of a comedian out here. She's going to be in movies. She's going to be in Hollywood. She's going to be huge. She's going to be huge. And good for her, you know? So for all you fat fucking people that's all pissed off. And how come you don't get fat, Nicole? What the fuck? You just eat all the goddamn time and you never get fat? That is some bullshit. Is it just high metabolism? What is it? Is it all the dicks you're sucking? You fucking hoe. You piece of, you know, and she'd be cool. I don't know if she likes this, but, you know, if it was funny, I think she'd be like, it's funny. That's all right. And that's cool. Have a sense of humor.
If there was a group of fat people in front of you, would you be saying these things right now?
All she has to do is walk away at a normal pace. I'm sorry, but we can tackle. And you know what? A really heavy person tackling you? I'm sorry, it will break you in half. But it's all the way over there, where the zombies are.
Yes, because that's what the show's about!
Fat shaming is not a thing.
No! I just...
It is absolutely a disgrace.
I'm so not proud of you. Every day, there is someone more stupid than the last.
That this chick doesn't believe a word that came out of her mouth.
We get it. But what I want you to understand, and for so many other people to understand that do this kind of stuff, you are destroying the lives of young women all over the world. It may be one funny video, it may be speaking the truth, but it has nothing to fucking do with you.
I also wholeheartedly believe in the right to freedom of expression. And you should be able to say whatever you want to, no matter how unpopular it is.
The gay card's covered in glitter. It's fucking magical.
Oh, I hope you choke on a glow stick. Hope somebody beats you with a unicorn. Hope somebody takes those 3 cards you're talking about and shoves them up your...
Go to a hairstylist and fix your hair. Go to therapy and fix your brain.
Are you gonna tell the doctor that they're being mean and fat shaming you when they say you have fucking heart disease?
No, because he's a professional and he's saying it to my face. He's not on social media making dumb blanket statements.
We don't know their history.
You're not their doctor.
She's not a medical doctor. She is just a Barbie doll who is complaining about fat people in her perfect little world.
You need to stop running your mouth about something that you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know the daily battles that people face. You don't understand their health history. You are not their doctor. Their body is not up for discussion, period.
I'm not talking about people who have a little bit of cushion for the pushing. And if there's people watching this with a specific health condition, this is not aimed at.
You just talked about someone who might have heart disease.
I think that's her way of trying to save face in this matter.
I'm talking about the 35% of North Americans who are obese.
Being 5 foot tall, I should weigh 100 pounds, you know.
So fat that they're that standing sweat fat. Crisco was coming out of their pores like a fucking Play-Doh fun factory.
Oh, here's those fat people. Crisco was coming out of their skin, and it's not the proper way to impact people.
So I waited an extra.
Here's this dumb bitch. Your friends should be telling you to shut the fuck up.
Yes, genetics plays a part in things to a degree, of course.
A degree is something this lady probably doesn't have.
I can't believe people are sharing this video and agreeing with it, and I'm telling you right now, don't watch me. Like, don't support me, don't tweet me, just unfollow me right now.
You don't view people as like complex and nuanced the way that they are. Please don't follow me. Please don't comment on my stuff. Please just like go find anything else to watch because like I'm not here for you.
Yeah, I'm wearing a size 4 in that. Pretty much all of those clothes were hanging off of me. But according to medical doctors, I was still overweight. I still had a good 20 pounds to lose. Well, actually no, more like 30 pounds. I come from good Northern Scottish stock and Irish stock. We have thicker bones. We have more muscle.
How stupid do I look?
I needed to take a breather because I was getting too upset.
I don't know, Nicole. You look pretty stupid on this end.
I'm pretty sure that a toothpick has got more brains than this bitch does.
I think you probably banged a teacher at a junior college to get a D.
This video just made her look ignorant.
Ooh. It doesn't have the effect that people like this assume it does, where it's like, oh, it just motivates me to go and lose weight.
When people would make fun of me, do you think that really made me think, oh, I should lose weight? No, it was like, oh, I should eat some more food. It doesn't work like that.
I don't need you telling me that I should just not eat because
body positive, hashtag, everybody use the hashtag Beth Shamer.
I can come to the conclusion that this girl, Nicole Arbour, found the body positivity hashtag, scrolled through it, saw people being happy, celebrating their bodies and their lives, and just was sitting there like, how dare these people be happy? How dare these people live a life of positivity when they don't deserve it? I need to tell these people that what they're doing is wrong.
And she claims that those hashtags are an excuse so you can eat. Well, those are great positive programs that have saved tons of people, which you don't know anything about.
You really think if enough of you hashtag something bad for you, it makes it okay? Hashtag meth love. Hashtag team smokers.
She threw an impression in there.
Everybody use the hashtag, it'll unplug our arteries. They forgot to tell you that plus size stands for plus heart disease, plus knee problems, plus diabetes.
You may have set tons of people into an eating disorder with that video, and I wonder how you feel about that. Because if I did something like that, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
And feel worthless watching something like that. Just this idea that we're gonna make you feel like shit until you change yourself because we care.
Obesity is a disease?
Yes. In 2013, the American Medical Association voted on classifying obesity as a disease.
Just yet.
There's a way to talk about things, and you're doing it all wrong.
We're actually just meant to be on this planet to love each other and to make the world a better place.
If a son of a bitch wants to shove 178 cheeseburgers down their throat, let them do it. That's their fucking choice. It's their body. It's their life. Why does it bother you? Alright, why the fuck does it bother you?
This body is my fucking flesh vehicle. It is just what I'm living in on this earth. When we die, our body doesn't come with us. It is just here for the ride while we are on earth.
Airport not too long ago.
As an Uber driver dropping someone off?
And I had to wait in one of those lines that's like...
You mean a line anywhere?
As I get to the front of the line, a family comes to the front and gets to bug me.
Gets to bug you? Who the fuck are you?
Fattest, most obese, I'm talking TLC special fat.
What? Nicole, I want to meet your parents. Like, who told you that this stuff was okay?
You're a meth shamer.
If you're a comic and use meth as a punchline more than once in your set, I hope you get hit by a bus.
They got to go to the front of the line because they were complaining that their knees hurt too much to stand in it.
Yes, because they have a disability.
Oh, I just came an hour early like I was supposed to. But you overeat. Let me help you.
This person has no heart.
You can brush them off. Just brush them off and throw their opinion away just like you throw garbage away, because that's all it's worth. It has no value.
It's assisted suicide.
She thinks she's being funny.
I laugh at death before I would her. Death is funnier than this chick is. Death!
Lazy comedy wrapped in health and concern trolling, tied in a fucking privilege bow.